I'm going to start with a primer, and it's a little windy out here, so I'm not quite sure how this is going to turn out. Maybe I'll wait till the wind changes direction. Oh my gosh, it just started snowing. Whoops. Colorado for you. Sunny and snowing. And I've turned them upside down, and I will do this side. Just a real thin coat. We're just kind of getting the glossy surfaces covered. I need my sunglasses, I can't see a thing. But this is my next step here. This is Rust-Oleum American Accents stone textured finish. So I find this hard to believe, but I'm going to test it out and see how it goes over the primer. Give it a good shake. It already got clogged the first spray. That's not good. Oh. All right, back in business. It definitely has some texture to it. So you want to spray it really lightly, because if you get too much in one spot, it kind of knocks the other stuff off there. So I'm guessing several light coats will be best. I'm seeing that short bursts work much better than the even spray that I normally like to do with spray paint. This stuff, it's better to kind of do that. The texture seems to stick better. And it doesn't clog up the sprayer. Alright, I'm going to let that dry, and then I'll flip them over and do the other side, and we'll see what happens. I finished with the stone texture, that was the spray paint, and then what I'm going to do is paint it, and then I'm going to apply some more paint over this, so it's not going to be, you know, really clearly painted, you'll see. But what I did was I just sketched some designs on it with pencil, and some of it I don't like, so I'm not going to cover it with black paint. I'm not going to bother to try to remove it because I'm going to paint over it anyway, but the spots that I'm happy with, I'm going to go ahead and cover with black acrylic matte finish paint. So I have a detail brush, okay, and I just put my black acrylic paint on a paper plate so I can just toss it. And what I'm going to do is the designs that I'm happy with, I'm just going to start going over them with the black acrylic. And it certainly does not have to be perfect, but just the basic shape. I've done the first bit. Now I'm going to turn it upside down. I'll do this part. I finished my basic black acrylic design on here, and now I'm going to mix the paints that are going to go on top of it. I got these little things at Walmart. It's just little metallic craft paints. They're like $2.50 each, and I got it in kind of a gold and a bronze, and I'm going to need some black. And I'm just going to start mixing them together on this paper plate and seeing, just kind of mixing them in until I get the color that I want. I also got these at Walmart. They're like little spongy. I thought that would be good for patting the paint on. And I think I'm actually going to add some water to this just to thin it out a little bit. It's coming out pretty green, so I'm going to add some red to it. Yeah, I like that better. Yeah, that's pretty good. I tested it on a paper towel. I think I may add a little bit more red and a little more gold. The lighter, brighter gold. I want like a pretty consistent hammered bronze colored color is what I'm looking for. And I think we've about got it once I get this all mixed in. I'm realizing you could probably just go ahead and do this with permanent marker. Oh man. Dropped my spongy into the paint. But yeah, you could do that with permanent marker instead of acrylic paint. I'm just dabbing over it. And my shapes are barely going to show through. It's just going to be a hint of something there. That's why I wasn't real particular about having it be perfect. You wouldn't be able to tell anyway. So then I'm going to keep going over it and spreading out the paint and actually get it kind of thin there so that you can at least see a little bit of that dragon shape through there. I've let the bronze dry. Now I have a mixture of very, very watered down black and red matte finish acrylic paints. Very, very watered down. Almost like the consistency of a stain, like a wood stain. I'm just going to kind of spread that over. This is for the aging of it. And most of this is going to come off, but and then I'll just take a paper towel and kind of rub, blot, whatever I need to do to get it to look the way I want it to look. You can just see the pattern through, just a bit. That's what I want. So I'm just going to keep kind of adding dark spots and then dabbing it with the paper towel. Kind of going for that old world look. I got this to pretty much how I wanted it. It doesn't look real even or manufactured. I can still see the pattern under here just a bit. So now I'm going to go ahead and put a sealer on it. This is a clear acrylic sealer in the matte finish. And by no means is this food safe. This is purely for decoration. So there we go. So here is our finished pottery, the way that it looks, done. And I'm not sure if it comes across in the camera, but you can actually see the designs through the paint. Here comes a car. Should we wait for it to pass? Okay, and then here is the picture. Lovely. And I'm happy with how it turned out. The only thing I'm not happy with is the sealer, the clear acrylic sealer. I got this at the craft store. Usually I get my sealers at like Home Depot, but I just happened to be at the fabric store or craft store, so I picked this up, this blue and black label, because this is not matte. I don't know what world this qualifies as matte, because I think it's glossier after I sprayed it than before. So thumbs down on the clear acrylic sealer, because it's not a true matte finish. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. And yay, the weather has finally come around, so I'm going to be able to have more outside jobs and get the power tools out and actually build something. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time.